Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. This is the card I've been making. Isn't it pretty? Now this is actually the Wisteria Wishes stamp set, but if you turn the Wisteria the other way, you can get these gorgeous flowers. Remind me a little bit of Lupins or Delphiniums, you know. More Lupins than Delphiniums, I think. But really pretty. So that's what we've done here. So I really like this, and I want another one, because it's always better to have two of something than one. So I'm going to stamp our leaves first. I'm going to use Mossy Meadow ink. And Mossy Meadow really does need a re-ink. It's in dire need of some care and attention. So I'm just going to stamp initially in the centre, somewhere like that, and then I'm going to ink up again, and stamp again, and sometimes I'm going to vary the height so it doesn't look exactly the same. Give it a really good ink up. And there we have our flowers. Well, there we have our greenery rather. Let's clean this mess up on our block. I use my simple chamois. As you know, I love this thing. Makes cleanup so easy. Just make sure you do clean up properly and get all the bits, colour off it. I sometimes just stamp it afterward like that just to check I have got it clean. And the reason I needed it clean is I need the block, and we're going to be using these flowers. So let's close this up for now so I don't put something in it. And I'm going to use Awkward Oasis again for my flowers because I love this colour. And you can see this one is fine. The other one really does need an ink up. When I take them down before I put them away, I need to make sure I ink them up. It's really easy to re-ink your pads. If you'd like to see a video of me re-inking the pads and how you do that, just leave a comment. Just leave a message in the comments below. There we go. So that's what we've got this time. So slightly different to before, but equally nice. So let's clean this block up, close up our ink pad. But you guessed it, we need the block. Okay, now on my previous one it was a one layer card because I stamped my leaves a bit lower. Here I've stamped everything a little bit higher. So let's see, we have this here, Go To Greetings. We have various different sets. Let's see, if we use the smaller one maybe here that says Happy Birthday. I think we can still get away with just stamping it in the corner there. So I actually don't need this large block this time, so we're going to look for a smaller block, and this one will do the trick fine. And then Mossy Meadow ink, and then just going to bring this down. So sorry, everything's a bit not straight, but anyway, I'm just going to bring this down so that I can try and get this as straight as possible. There we go, happy birthday. Okay, so close the ink pad up, put that aside. So now I'm going to take my markers in Mossy Meadow and Orchid Oasis, and I'm just going to add some extra detail just to give some shadow. Now the stamp set, the flowers does have a two-step stamping, so you can use a darker ink to add even darker shadow, but I felt it was just a bit too dark. It didn't do what I wanted it to do, though it does work great. I've done another card using the Wisteria Wishes stamp set I made actual Wisteria, and you can see there how I've used the two-step. So here you can see I've just added sketchy lines everywhere just to give a little bit more depth of detail. Now I'm going to use my marker here, and this is the same colour. No, it's not, a Starry Night, so it's a little darker, but I'm just going to give some detail, and I'm actually just going to use lots of dots. So it almost looks like petals, but it's not as deep as a two-step stamping. It just adds something different. And you could use the two-step stamping and it would just give you a different look. It just depends what you want to achieve. But this just shows you something else that you can do. Well, actually, this is something I love to do when I'm doing art journaling, is I love these little extra finishing touches, doodling. It's one of my favourite pieces to do. I just find it so relaxing and nice to do. But then I enjoy colouring. Colouring for me is really relaxing, and the time can just fly by. What do you find relaxing? What part of crafting do you find the most relaxing? What is your favourite thing to do in the craft room? Let me know in the comments below. I love to know. And having said that, what type of cards do you make cards, and what type of cards do you like to make? As you know, I have quite a penchant for floral cards, but then I like flowers a lot. I miss them in the winter. I love going out into the countryside and seeing all the flowers in the hedgerows. I love it as well when the hawthorn is out and it's growing through the hedges and it's everywhere. It's just lovely. And I love going to see. So I love everything floral. I love nature. That relaxes me a lot. Okay. So that's what I've done, just to add a little bit of extra detail. Okay, so now we're nearly finished. We're going to add this to our card base, which is also Orchid Oasis. And I'm just going to stick this down. So it's a standard A6 card base. That's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half. So put that on the front, just like that. And then I have another piece for the other side for an insert, so let's stick this down and get my Tombow to cooperate. It's near the end, but I want to get every little bit out of it that I can, because why not? Okay, so finishing touches, I'm going to use these lovely brushed brass butterflies here. I absolutely love these. They're gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And I just add this little bit of extra texture around the card, which I think is so pretty. So there are the two cards. You can tell me which you prefer, the first one or the second one. I hope you enjoyed the project. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. As I said, if you want more information about the project, the supplier list, the measurements, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website. And the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.